like it? And how did everyone look? Are we stealing stuff from it? Is it problematic? It's brunch movie reviews.
The Favorite is a movie about how we would describe The Favorite in relation to all of the movies that came out in 2018. Because
very correct.
For me and you, pal, it was
The Favorite. Nice.
Rad.
How did you like it? 4 out of 4.
You gave it a 4 out of 4, so I'm a big I have some of the leave room for ice cream stuff, so this is annoying. So you're giving it a 4 out of 4. I don't know if you liked it more than I did though.
I did.
But I'm not a give. You know what though? I think I gave Get Out for a 4 out of 4. I think I broke my.
It was one of those movies where I walked out of the theater and I saw it first, not to brag, but I walked out of the theater, immediately broke out my phone, texted you in all caps, fucking amazing, gotta go see it.
Did you see it before me?
Yes, I did.
Randy saw it before both of us.
Yes. But,
so he polluted our minds.
Randy texted us and said, have you seen The Favorite yet? And I got the text message.
I probably lied and
literally
said,
as I was walking out of the theater.
Yep, what'd you think? I thought the same. I'll give it a 3.9. I was going to give it a 3.8, but I'm annoyed that you get to...
Hell yeah.
Because you're a person who grades really easily. You gave A Star Is Born like a 16 out of 10.
I think overall my Star Is Born score ended up higher than I wanted to be, but it was not because of my Did You Like It score.
Well...
So, 4 out of 4 here. It was completely not what I expected.
Yes.
I expected it. I rolled my eyes when I saw the trailer for the first time. I think
because you thought it was going to be Mary, Queen of Scots.
Right. It has like that Victorian era setting. And all those movies are usually so snooty and just the fucking worst. And,
boring. It's about people who want to do voices.
And it's always Oscar bait. It's always ends up at the Oscars and you're like, oh, fuck.
And I'm like, if you're going to do Oscar bait, just make La La Land.
Right.
Just be way over the top with it and make everybody sing and dance and be pretty.
And put British people in it that I don't fucking care about. Like, don't entice me with Emma Stone and be like, do I have to see this movie even though I don't want to? Went to the theater, expected to hate it.
Instead,
my favorite movie
gay
of the year.
As shit.
Yes.
It's like a lot of it's people in I don't know what time, way long ago, super long ago,
pre-internet.
Acting pre-internet, yeah. This was like pre-early 90s, I would say. Acting like people in 2019.
Yes,
it was so funny. Like how
the juxtaposition of like modern day acting like a fool, acting a fool.
Yes,
in Victorian era is so fucking funny.
They're being gay. They're acting a fool. They're doing all sorts of stuff. Even Emma Stone when she does when they're like, we could have you be a monster for the kids, and she goes like, ah. I was like, back then they would have been like raw or something stupid, but it was such a cool, awesome movie.
And like you never get that. It was a very unique sort of movie in that sense, and there was a little bit of everything. There's drama, comedy, there's spies, there's betrayals,
deceit, a lot of deceit, a lot of plotting,
sex,
a lot of plotting,
a lot of gay sex, a lot of wrestling in the woods, apathetic hand jobs, just everything.
That's everything you could ever want. How did everyone look? I will give it a full 2 because you'd think all 3 of them looked great. Wrong. All 4 of them looked great because the guy from Mad Max looked awesome.
That's right, yeah. And he was full makeup, full Victorian makeup, super done up, very, very funny.
Bootleg guy from the Struts is what I call that guy.
Yes.
But Olivia Colman, her facial expressions, where she's like, does anybody pout or frown or look ashamed of themselves better than Olivia Colman does?
No, definitely not.
She would do so many shots of her just like you know how 500 Days of Summer, they just make it about getting a lot of shots of like how pretty Zooey Deschanel's face was? This movie was sneaking a lot of shots of Olivia Colman being like, and it was awesome.
Right, yeah, and she was like perfect for that role. Yeah, in the sense that there was a lot of self-doubt that she was wearing on her face.
Oh yeah, her character, because
pain behind those eyes.
Yeah, and she just needs any sort of like contact high, anything to make her feel good for a second. Right. And that you got the two girls giving it to her in very different ways. Rachel Weisz, who also looked great,
giving it to her in different, in every sense of the word.
Yes. And Emma Stone being a bit more superficial. I also think that in this movie, I have to look this up. I believe that there was not supposed to be nudity in this movie, but Emma Stone wanted the shot. So there's a shot where Rachel Weisz like catches them in bed, and
there's also a tub scene. There's several close nudity scenes, right? But there is at one point.
But like you see like a bare-chested Emma Stone, and I believe, I could be making this up, I believe that Emma Stone pushed for that. So congratulations to her for achieving getting that in the movie and everything.
It was. I'm glad Emma Stone wanted it. I don't know if I wanted it, to be honest with you.
Right. So that was the thing. So I think the first I heard of this movie was like Emma Stone gets nude in this movie, and I was like, hey, that's an angel right there.
Right. That's exactly how I feel.
To each their own. Right. I mean, if you want a guy, do whatever you want, dress and wear and show whatever you want. But it's like, I don't know. It's like seeing God naked.
Right. It's you know what it is? It's like touching Father John Misty.
Yes. Right. So we had the opportunity to touch Father John Misty, and we did not touch him because then he's real.
Right.
Then he's like
the curtain gets pulled back or something. Like he becomes a human.
Right.
Where I'd rather think of him as like this enigma who's just floating around on
So
Earth.
Full support to my queen. Not want to confuse anything. She is not the queen in this movie. No. But full support to the queen wanting to do whatever she wants to do. But yeah, you are right. It's like touching Father John Misty. Yeah, and, so we can make a Run Pee app type thing here's where you close your eyes.
Imagine, because they have like a Mr. Skin where they tell you where everybody gets naked.
Let's make a Mr. Skin for avoiding naked people. Yes. Yeah. How often when you're seeing a movie? I saw Cold War and there was nudity in that. Like, how often when you see nudity are you like, nice? Not anymore.
I think it's more of a rare situation where I see nudity. I'm like, I didn't want that.
No, it's more common that I'm like. We're
on different pages there because I'm always down to see what people are packing on both sides of the field, I should say. But
I got something to be earned with your first wife.
Yes. No, but like I think that it's a more of a testament to you if I don't want to see you naked. Like, Emma Stone has earned that right for me. I think she's so perfect that I don't want to see everything. But how did everybody look? I gave it a 1.9 out of 2. Costumes and makeup, A+. The castle and the overall setting of the movie was so nice. Like, it was, the aesthetic was really, really great. Cinematography was great. Everything looked great. The 0.1 that I'm taking off for, a lot of weird rashes in this movie.
Oh, right. Yeah, there are a lot of rashes in this movie. A lot of trying to heal rashes.
Yes.
A lot of trying to heal rashes. Are we stealing stuff from it? Out of 2, this gets a full 2 from me because in our Black Panther review, you mentioned the soundtrack, and I forgot with that it had a great soundtrack and a great score. I think that this is a good area to award the music in the film. Loved how this movie was scored. A lot of harpsichord going on, which is very fitting for that. But you don't necessarily know if you're getting harpsichord when you see this movie because it seems right for those times. But the dialogue and the way that everybody acts was so modern.
Like, it could have been scored by like hip hop soundtrack.
I was going to say, could have been Kendrick all the way, and you would have been like, yeah, cool. Right. Great sound, great score, really cool. Also, stealing the dancing.
Yeah,
the dancing is incredible.
So I'm giving it a 1.5 out of 2 for stealing stuff, and it's simply because every single one of those 1.5 points gets attributed to the dancing scene because it is so fucking good.
But here's where it also gets some points from me. I think I ought to start plotting more.
Okay.
There's a lot of plotting that goes on in this movie. Emma Stone plots like crazy.
Are you positively plotting, or are you negatively plotting?
So, like, plotting against people?
Yeah.
Or, I don't know, I think that we could, I think that there should be some sort of reappropriation of the word plotting. It usually has a negative connotation. But if you were to say, like, hey, like, I'm going to use plotting like people use vision board. Like, I am...
Here's my plot board.
I am plotting to I am plotting to lose a little weight in the gut area. I'm plotting to continue to widen my shape.
Plotting to volunteer.
Yeah, I'd like to. Yeah, I'm plotting to
save the earth.
All right, I'm plotting to be better financially.
Yes.
I'm plotting to do a lot of things better. You know what? I'm plotting to shoot some hoops. There's a gym right in my gym, right where I do my clanging. Next to it is the basketball area, and everyone goes in there. Sometimes people go in there by themselves. I don't know if they're meeting up with friends or whatever. And I'm wondering if I were just to stroll in there and be like, "Hey, you guys got room for one more?" Haven't played basketball in like 14 years. Also, when I did, I was just that annoying guy that launched threes the whole time. Let's do that. I'm plotting to do that.
Nice. So I think that'll work out well for you.
So yeah, full 2 there. Is it problematic? Here's an interesting one.
Interesting.
Out of 2, because she does some bad plotting.
What do you mean?
I mean, she plots to kill Rachel Weisz's character.
Yeah.
Is it Weisz or Vice?
I don't know. It's one of those.
Let's call her Rach.
Yes, Rach. She wants to kill Rach. She also sexually manipulates a lot.
Yeah.
Both on both sides of the coin too. She sexually manipulates her husband. She sexually manipulates the queen.
Well, she just owns that dummy. The husband. That guy. What a bobo.
But that's, again, we've talked about so many times in the past. It's not problematic if she's painted as a bad character.
Right. If a bad guy does bad things, they're just serving their role.
Everyone is pretty bad in this movie.
Not the queen. She's just a sweet, dumb, depressed queen. I don't like the imagery of the foot on the rabbit. She almost kills a rabbit. Remember?
Oh, that's right.
And she really that thing is squeezing.
Yeah,
it's being
very
squeezed.
uncomfortable.
So
rabbits are so pure that I don't want to see that.
So I give it a 1.6. I just have such a hard time not giving a really high score to any of these categories because it is such a great movie, and I know that we said this at the time. Please overlook the imagery of Elizabethan because if you're dumb people like us, you're like, oh, I won't be smart enough to understand that, so I won't watch it. Wrong. It is super easy. It is so fun. It's such a fun movie for those times.
And I'm not telling you to ditch your thoughts or preconceived notions.
I'm still not seeing Mary Queen of Scots.
No, I'm not.
I was so happy when that wasn't nominated for anything. I was like, I don't have to see it. Yes.
No, I'm saying I don't want you to ditch your preconceived notions about this movie as long as you go see it, because I think that is going to help you in the end. Because I went in expecting to hate it because I was expecting it to be this snooty thing, and it just becomes so much better when you carry that in, and you're so surprised by the fact that it is not at all that. Problematic. I'm just going to give it a full 2 out of 2 because nothing stood out to me as You're
okay with that bunny thing? It got real close.
It serves the purpose of proving that they are very cruel people.
But I don't want to watch that part. Maybe we'll add it to our Mr. Skin.
Yes.
So you don't have to see nudity database.
The rabbit's not wearing clothes. So.
That is true. That rabbit is nude.
Naked.
Let's add these up. I have, while we've been doing this, I gave it a 9.5. That is a very high score for me.
You're going to be very happy.
Historically, a bit of a strict grader, but give me a great movie and you're getting a great score, baby.
You're going to be very, very happy because I ended up at a 9.4. So you wanted
how do you feel, Mr. Easy Grader?
You wanted to have scored a little bit higher than I did. Mission accomplished, and it all was because of that bump up that I made you make in the Did We Like It
so
category.
If it scores under 2.0, it's given the opportunity, or it qualifies for piece of shit of the year, and then we decide whether or not we're going to send it through. We're going to send it down the line and say, send it into the piece of the shit of the year thing. I think if you get over like 9.3 or like 9.5.
I would just say like a 9.0 because we both don't end up there very often.
It should have like a thing.
The chef's kiss of the year.
Yeah, but what could we call that? Chef's...
That's a spicy movie.
We'll think of it. For now, we'll just call it a 9.5 and a 9.4. The favorite. Our favorite.